there, how's it going? It's good to see you again. Today I wanted to tell you that the Animal Donut ETF, ANDO, is officially underway. I purchased 5 stocks yesterday for this portfolio. So I'm just going to tell you what they are. The first one is Constellation Energy, CEG. The second stock is Vistra, VST. The third stock is Eaton, ETN. The fourth stock is Axsome Therapeutics, AXSM. And the fifth stock in this portfolio is Modine, MOD. And these stocks so far are doing fine since I purchased them yesterday, although a day or two is not enough time to really gauge how well a stock is doing. Months, years is better. But I just wanted to let you know that this portfolio officially exists, and it was a little bit tough. I probably thought a little bit more than needed about which stocks would make it into the portfolio, but I wanted to make sure I stuck with stuff that I understood well. Before we go any further, this is not investment advice. What I did with this portfolio, I have never done before with any investments. And what I did was I set up trailing stop losses for all 5 stocks. And what that means is a trailing stop loss is when I entered the order, I bought the stocks. Then I went in and I set up a sell order, and I set it up to track the stock price. And if the stock price ever comes down 20%, then I give my broker instructions to sell that position at the market price, whatever it is there. And this way I can just ensure that if something happens that I don't know about, beyond my control, and suddenly the stock price goes down a lot, I want to get out of those positions. And the reason that I'm doing this is I think there's an emotional aspect to trading or to investing that a lot of people, myself included, do not handle as well as we could, as well as I could. And what I mean by that is if the stock, goes down, maybe you have an expectation it's going to go up. So you see the stock going down and maybe it comes down 15 or 20%. And then maybe over the course of a few weeks or days, whatever, it goes down 30% or 40%. And you kind of justify, well, maybe it will come back. You attach emotions rather than just having no expectation about what's going to happen in this market. So I don't want to get involved in situations where stocks have lost a lot of their value and I'm just sort of hoping that they come back. And I think this just takes that emotional part out because there's so much in markets that's really random and we don't have control over where a lot of these stock prices goes. So my goal with this portfolio is to minimize the downside by setting up these trailing stop losses. And if you've never heard about these, I encourage you to do a little Googling or search YouTube for trailing stop losses because I think they're really interesting tools and they can be used in a productive way if you are interested in finding ways to protect your stock positions against losses. And you can set it, for example, if the stock price comes down $5 or if the stock price comes down 10 or 15 or 18 or whatever. So you can choose a dollar amount, but you can also choose a percentage amount. And I did some research on it, and it looked to me like 20% would be about where I want to be. So what I find very interesting is this trailing stop loss does exactly that. It trails the stock price, and it just sets a margin. And mine is a 20% margin between the high price it's at now and wherever it could fall. And if that price goes down 20% in my case, it's sold. So thanks for watching this. Do you own any of these stocks? Either Constellation Energy, Vistra Energy, Eaton, Modine, or Axsome Therapeutics? If you do, let me know in the comment section below. And do you trade? I mean, this is really the first time I've ever entered a special order other than just buying a stock or selling. So have you used any kind of fancy orders like this trailing stop loss? I'd be interested to know. And thanks so much for joining me today. Gonna keep you updated on the Animal Donut ETF portfolio. Again, this is not a real portfolio that you can purchase yourself, but it's more of a fictitious ETF that I created myself because I wanted to see how well my stock picks can go moving forward. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.